Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday and early happy Thanksgiving. Yes, we have a lot to be thankful for. Welcome back to Nate Podcast, everybody, on this wonderful turkey week. It's been a while since we've had a podcast. Been real busy teaching and trying to do what I do. But we're going to do a podcast today, Nate Podcast. Please subscribe. Feel free to comment, send us a like, support our channel. We're a small channel, but we're going to expand pretty soon. Keep on persevering. Today's topic, we're going to talk about things that the Trump election has destroyed. There's about 10 things that I believe that Trump, him being elected, has put a lot of things to sleep, has pretty much totally obliterated some things. There's about 10 of them, but we're going to talk about three of them today, okay? Because it was a very, very pivotal election of Trump. And of course, we know certain demographics did not understand the assignment. Amen. If you know, you know. So we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the three things out of 10, really, that Trump has pretty much destroyed. And again, thank you all for listening to our Nate podcast. The first thing, and it's no particular order, first thing that Trump has pretty much destroyed, I would say, is the Obama coalition. Ladies and gentlemen, the Obama coalition. You know, I've been watching the news every single day for the past 5 years. You heard me? And I have not heard one peep from the Obamas since November 5th. And people are saying that Trump's reelection is probably one of the greatest political comebacks in American history. It's probably one of them. You know, winning two out of three uh, presidential elections. You know, that's impressive. 2-1 is pretty good. Not giving him credit, but 2-1 is a winning record. But I haven't heard a peep from Barack Hussein Obama, y'all. I mean, just think of the 2 weeks leading up to the election. I mean, Obama was out there every day, Pennsylvania, Michigan. He was going out to all the states campaigning for Kamala Harris. Every single day we saw him on the news, even when he was directing his attention towards black men, per se. I mean, we saw Obama every single day of the campaign, and now you can hear a pin drop, ladies and gentlemen, of America. And of course, when you lose, you have no bragging rights. So, in a way, I understand that Obama, he's going away because when you lose a Super Bowl, just walk away quiet. You know, you have no gloating rights. Only the victors can gloat. But besides the non-gloating factor, I mean, Trump has just pretty much decimated the Obama coalition. I mean, the Obama coalition has lost two out of the last three elections presidentially. Think about that. And of course, they're saying that Democrats did not relate to the poor, working class people, especially the white, poor, working class people. And President Trump was out there every single day campaigning, right? I don't think he took a day off, except for maybe September 11th, which was everybody, they acknowledged and remembered that day in American history. But other than that, y'all, Trump was out there every day. And now that he has won a second term, no Obama, no Michelle, no nothing, nobody from Kenya. I mean, maybe they're on vacation, right? I mean, Kamala's on vacation too in Hawaii, and she deserves it. Campaigning. She did a great job during the campaign, and now she's on vacation. Nothing wrong with that. But ladies and gentlemen of America, Trump pretty much destroyed the Obama coalition for now. I mean, who's to say that Obama would regroup and find somebody and rechange the structure of the Democratic Party, which they do need. As an independent, I can say sometimes they're spineless, but that's another story for a different day. But this first point, everybody, that Trump has destroyed is the Obama coalition. Obama is 1 and 2 when supporting presidential candidates. He got Joe Biden in, but Hillary and Kamala, he couldn't quite get through. So, pretty significant when you win and you crush. I mean, Obama's probably one of the top 20 figures in American history, hands down. And the election of Trump and MAGA, voting for him pretty much destroyed the Obama coalition. So that's number one. Number two, ladies and gentlemen, and thank y'all for listening to Nate Podcast. Nate from New Orleans, Nate Podcast. Number two is decency, everybody. I've seen a lot of videos and social media posts and this, that, and the other about, white people just kind of becoming unhinged, so to speak. At least the ones that vote for Trump. Now, you can't blame black people for what's going to happen to this nation the next 4 years. Because 91% of women, black women, voted for Kamala. 91, that's an A in college. 77% of black men voted for Kamala. That's a C, almost a C plus. Both of those are passing. If I had to rate them like a teacher I am, English teachers, math teachers, any kind of teacher, they give grades, right? Black women get an A. Black men get a C, both passing, right? White women and white men, y'all failed. Especially the ones that voted for Trump. And now we've seen decency going down, right? I mean, people using N-words, Karens coming out. I've even had a Karen here in New Orleans, even before the election of Donald Trump on November 5th. I mean, it's just because they know that Donald Trump is the last white hope, if I may say. Because things are changing in the world. They know it. We know it. Russia knows it. China knows it. Africa knows it. Everybody with social media, they know it. And decency is going down. It's just incredible when I look at the social media posts, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and black people are having problems with white MAGA supporters. I mean, it'll be better if people just stay in their lane, mind their own business, and just go home, right? But now that President Trump has been elected again, white people are coming out. I mean, it's one thing to brag, but it's another thing to disrespect and demean your fellow American citizens. And decency, which is our second point, ladies and gentlemen, decency has been destroyed by means of Donald Trump's second election, right? And think about him being a convicted felon, right? 34 counts. So, decency, I've seen, since the election, post election, ever since November 5th, and even when he was declared winner a day or two later, decency has gone down. And I've heard and I've seen on social media that families have been torn asunder, split apart, just because decency. Even white families, some people who voted for Kamala may have had to disown those who voted for Trump. I saw this one YouTuber talking about how this father who voted for Kamala, he stopped paying the college tuition of his son who voted for Trump. The son was like, "Oh, Dad, how can you do this to me?" The father's like, "Well, now you're gonna get a lesson in life on the consequences of your actions, son." And fitting everybody, parents should help out their kids when they go to college because it's a family investment. Nothing wrong with that. And the son's like, "Oh, Dad, how can you do this to me?" Well, I believe the father is within his right to do that because the son did not understand the assignment. White son. So the white father, he's not going to support, he's not going to pay his tuition, his room, his board, his apartment, none of that because of the way the son voted. He did not understand the situation. So families are torn asunder, y'all. And the decency, I believe, has gone from bad to worse. It was already bad. But now that Trump is there in getting ready to go back to the White House for the second time, um, certain individuals, they just want to be indecent. Not the black people. And we're not talking about Spanish people. We're talking about white people. Okay, your candidate won. Shut up. Your candidate won. Okay, congratulations. Now, just respect people. So decency has gone down. Uh, Obama coalition has been destroyed. Decency, I think, has been destroyed. You know, from the majority, the white people, right? So those are two things. And now the third thing we're going to talk about after this local advertisement. We'll be right back. Have you ever taken a nice tour of the Big Easy? Perhaps the French Quarter or the downtown area? Maybe the riverfront? Ladies and gentlemen, look no further. Legacy Tours is the place to call. Call today to book a tour. Downtown, Uptown, Garden District. Legacy Tours has a service to show you the sights and even for our young people in New Orleans, help them to appreciate the history and the culture we have right here in the Big Easy. Look no further today. Book your tour with Legacy Tours. Downtown, Uptown, anywhere in New Orleans. Professional tour services for locals and tourists. So pick up the phone today and call Legacy Tours. Okay, welcome back, New Orleans. We're going to finish up this podcast. We're going to keep this 30 minutes at the most, y'all. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank y'all so much for supporting. Thank you so much for staying with us. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, show some love. Now, we talked about two things that Trump has destroyed as a result of him being elected. Number one is the Obama coalition. Trump is 2-1 against Obama trying to push candidates. Number two, decency. We've seen lots of white Trump supporters not staying in their lane, not understanding how you should handle a championship, right? When you win a championship, gloat, but do not disrespect. There's been a lot of indecency with white Americans who voted for Trump. And to the white folks who didn't vote for Trump, we love y'all. As we say in New Orleans, Saints go marching in. So we believe Saints go marching in out of all tribes and peoples and tongues. But when it comes to MAGA, their decency has gone from bad to worse, and that's got to change. So now number three, thank y'all for staying with us in this Nate podcast. Number three, everybody, what Trump has destroyed, number three, it's actually two of them, but I'm going to say them all in the same one. Trump has destroyed the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. You heard me? Let me say it again. Trump has destroyed the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, right? Let's start with the Republicans. That's pretty much self-explanatory, right? Everybody kissing the ring of Trump. Amen. Right, for the past 10 years, kind of, and also in the 80s, they called it the party of Reagan, right? Because Reagan was so popular. Well, now in these teens and 2020s, this has been the party of Trump. Republicans have sold out. Shame on Mitch McConnell, his old turtle-looking self. He had the opportunity the first term to denounce Trump. Now he's announcing Trump. It's too damn late, Mr. McConnell. Now he's going to retire. And McConnell's a smart man. He's been doing this for like 40 years, y'all. He knew this ninja Trump, or as my cousins will say on Crowder, Reed, and Bullet, this nigga Trump has put this country in a bad predicament when he was president the first time. Mitch McConnell knew this. Mitch McConnell was the de facto leader of the Republican Party in Congress. And he kissed the ring of Trump. And the Republican Party, you know, whatever Trump says goes. So I don't see Republican Party no more, y'all. I see the party of Trump and MAGA. Okay? That's 3A. 3B is the Democratic Party. Democrats been at Trump for the past, 10 years. They've been throwing lawsuits at him. They impeached him twice. Called him Hitler, even though, whether it be true or not, I've seen some Hitler poses from Trump. They've been throwing everything at Trump, including the kitchen sink, y'all. Everything, you heard me? These sexual misconduct allegations. Who was that adult porn star, Stormy Daniels, back in 2016? They tried to throw that before the 2016 election. That didn't work. Democrats, especially Nancy Pelosi, who orchestrated the impeachments of Trump when she was Speaker of the House. I mean, Democrats would come at that Trump from all kind of angles, and like they've been throwing Trump like curveballs. knuckleballs, fastballs, under the arm, um, balls inside the box, balls outside the box. And Trump had just took his bat, he swung, and like every batter says, oh, get that shit out of there. Knock it out of the park. I'm not saying it's good or bad, y'all, but every single thing, even the Obama coalition, Obama was like, you know, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them, and this, that, and the other, Obama was going to add them too the past 3 months before the election. Ladies and gentlemen of America, the Democrats threw everything at Trump, y'all. And he knocked it out the park. So by him knocking it out the park, y'all, he pretty much just decimated, because now the Democrats have to go back and say, where did we go wrong? Democrats, see, Trump reached out to those poor white people. The Democrats neglected them. So Trump was able to run the ball. That's how I would say it. Democrats are trying to pass the ball, make big plays, but you got to run the ball, y'all. And Trump got voters here, voters there, went to the rural areas. I think if Kamala would have done that, maybe it would have been closer. But Trump ran the ball, y'all. He ran the ball. He got those little voters in the countrysides and Pennsylvania and Michigan and Wisconsin and Arizona and Nevada. He ran the ball. That's how he won. And the Democrats are decimated. Now the Democrats got to shift their identity, because not only are they spineless, but they pretty much got their asses kicked 2 out of the last 3 presidential elections. And that's why I told all my constituents, Joe Biden lost that debate this summer right before my birthday. I'm a summer baby. You heard me? Because, Trump, he's bringing about a different type of political approach and atmosphere and criteria in order to win. He's bringing about that bully factor. And you got to be a bully to beat a bully. And I don't think the Democrats had a bully to bully a bully, to put the bully away. So that's why I'm saying Trump has totally decimated the Republican Party by them kissing Trump's butt and his ring, and the Democratic Party. Now, I'm saying this as an independent, y'all. And if you're from New Orleans, you might want to go independent. Find you a good independent candidate, even if it's not Nate Jones. Because, New Orleans should be independent, right? I mean, one of them states up north in the New England territory, they're independent. I think it's Maine. One of them. You see, the Maine, Vermont, or New Hampshire. One of those are independent. Why not New Orleans be independent? People keep telling me, well, this not Louisiana, this New Orleans, and that actually makes sense. Because without New Orleans, this state will be West Mississippi, right? So that's where we're at. And now, as an independent, I'm encouraging people from New Orleans to follow independent parties, because Democrats and Republicans are totally destroyed by Trump. And I'm saying this because I know certain prophecies that y'all may not. But if you want to know about it, let me know. Because I know who Trump is. I know where America is in a stream of time. And every empire has its ups and downs. Amen. And we are on the downside. How do we know? Trump wants to be a king. That should be pretty much everything you need to know. They're going to start giving him more power in increments. So, with that being said, America, if it's given more power incrementally, little by little, that means Democrat and Republican Party is going to be obsolete. And that's why I say when he was elected on November 5th, both parties were destroyed. Republican Party lost their identity by kissing up to Trump. We've seen that. Democratic Party threw it. It's like they threw missiles, ICBMs, nuclear bombs towards Trump. He just knocked it out the park. Totally demoralized the Democratic Party. And ain't even give him no lube, y'all, no Vaseline. I mean, I never seen the Democrats this low, in my 43 years. Never seen them this low. So, in addition to Trump destroying decency, and also Trump destroying the Obama coalition, and Obama's been very powerful the past 15 years. Number 3, he's destroyed both parties, ladies and gentlemen of New Orleans and America. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, everybody. I haven't done this podcast in a while, and just wanted to make sure that you guys know that we're still doing this. We're still going to talk about politics because we know that here in New Orleans, we love people. We still want people to come to the Big Easy and to still feel that this is a very, very special city. We are all-American city. We're a red state. We're a blue city, right? Hopefully soon we'll be an independent. We'll have an independent candidate because New Orleans is unique from all the other cities in America. So it will make sense for New Orleans to have an independent party. So if you're black and you appreciate the times we're living in, support the independent candidates. Why not change it up? Try something new. Because Trump has totally demoralized the red team and the blue team. And we just explained it to you all why we feel that Trump has pretty much obliterated both parties when he was elected on November 5th and confirmed on November 6th to a second presidential term. And that makes Trump 2-1 in the past 3 years. It's a pretty good comeback, whether you like it or not. Just saying this as an independent, Trump campaigned every day, and that's how he won. And when you campaign every day, you get momentum, you show that energy, and you just, obliterate stuff. He obliterated Obama. Haven't heard a thing from Obama. He did away with decency. People don't know how to bask in the glory of a championship. You can celebrate, but don't disrespect people. And now it's just a party of Trump, right? That's what I see like it is currently in America as we go through Joe Biden's last 2 months of president. And I hope Joe Biden retires and steps down and let Kamala be president for a little while, even though that may have consequences. But that's my 2 cents, everyone. I thank y'all so much for supporting. We're going to try to do this as often as possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, show some love. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, y'all. Please leave a like, give a comment, share, hit the notification bell. We're not a popular channel, but we do tell the truth. But once we get some momentum, everybody, we're going to be on our way. And it'll be because of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you later.